Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. Okay, so welcome to Office Hours. As you know, we're gonna host an Ask Me Anything type of session where you can ask all the questions that you have related to the Xperiencify platform. So if you already been here in this type of session, you already know the drill. You just have to raise your hand, and I'm going to try to go in order. Um, right now, the order I think is you, Shanna, you raise your hand first, and then Cynthia, and then Sue, correct?
Yes.
I think that was the order. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's get started with you, Shanna.
Thank you. So I have a student that got a magic link and the magic link is wrong. And I can see what the problem is, which is that I changed the domain name.
Oh, yes.
So what I'm wondering is, does Xperiencify update the magic links for the students when you update your domain name? Because I'm trying to see if the problem is in Xperiencify or if it's in Go Plus. And I don't know how to look at the magic link for students inside the Xperiencify platform.
Okay. Well, the direct answer for that is yes. When you change the domain name in your course, that affects the magic link because the magic link, the how can I say it? Like the formula of the magic link is like your domain slash the magic ID of the user slash usually the homepage of the course. So if you have your students, they enroll, they get a magic link in their student welcome email, the the magic link will automatically change. So if they have their previous magic link saved in somewhere else, and they use that, they will probably get a page not found error or something like that. Or not necessarily. If your previous domain was the XP1, it's only going to ask them to log in or something like that, or probably just give a 404 error because there's not a domain like that. So that applies every time you change your domain because the magic link technically it gets updated, but since the student probably saved the one that they received in their first email, for example, if they receive another email, the new email will have the updated magic link. But if they save the original, well, that link won't be useful anymore.
So I actually sent the email from Go Plus. So what I'm understanding is that the problem is that her magic link
Oh,
does not get updated in Go Plus.
I see. Yeah. Okay, I see your point now. Yeah, I believe that the magic link custom field in Go Plus is not being automatically updated. I know that recently there was a ticket because the connection, the automatically sync between XP and Go Plus was not working correctly, and they were fixing it. But I'm not sure if in that fixing the magic link custom field is being considered in that part. I will need to ask that.
Okay.
Because yeah, technically that is part of Go Plus. The fact that if the magic links change in XP,
That's fine.
it changed the custom field in Go Plus because it is a custom field, I think.
Yes, it is. So I
Yeah.
could attend Go Plus office hours to look into that further, but I do have a
Okay.
question. Yeah, Chris is asking a question that I have too, but if I can actually edit the field in Go Plus, because I can get to it and I can edit it. There it is, it's not updated properly. So if I just update the domain to the proper domain part and I leave the course and the magic link ID alone, will that fix it? Can I manually fix it for her?
Okay, so you're asking about literally going to Go Plus, accessing the link, and just change the blah 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 that Xperiencify.io for your domain?
Yes. If I
Okay.
just change the domain part of the pattern to what it should be, it should work, right?
Yeah. Technically, that will fix it because it's the only thing that should change um, when you change the domain. But going back to another question you asked, and Christopher just asked it too in the chat, you can check the magic link of the students in the XP platform just to confirm that you are using the correct one. Like I said, technically, if you change the domain part only, it should work because that's the only change that was done. So,
Is there
uh,
a way to see her magic link, like from XP?
yes,
Yay! I can share my screen if you want, or you can share yours.
I will share mine if
Okay.
you don't mind. Just let me give permission to everyone to share the screen right now because I forget later. So I'm going to open up this and I'm going to start sharing my screen. It should be this one. Okay. So just as an introduction for magic links, magic links are course independent, meaning that you will have one magic link for one course, you will have another magic link for another course, you will have another magic link for another course. And the students technically have a general magic link, but it's the same that just logging into their accounts. It's like they only see all their courses. So to check the magic links from your students, like you have your database here, you just have to click on a student, go to the part where it says courses, and in the three dots at the right side, you will see the option copy magic link.
Yes, thank you. Yay!
So this you can just copy paste it in another site and you will see the magic link of the students. This is what XP pulls in their student welcome emails. Well, the token of the magic link. This is what it pulls. That is basically your domain plus the course ID plus what page they're going to land plus their magic ID. So just to give you context about how the magic link works, um, this is not necessarily something that you will use, but just as an FYI, like an extra. So I'm having here the magic link, but let me see. Okay, just give me a moment. I'm going to try something. Because I think that was very small for you. So I'm going to create this one. And I'm going to paste it here. Perfect. And I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, I just open a Google Doc document. Okay, so this is the magic link that I copied from my student here, that it was for the expiring mini course August 15. So if I copy the magic link of the second course and I paste it, as you can see, the only difference between these two magic links is the name of the course right here.
Mhm.
Expiring mini course, payroll for beginners, and that name is pulled from the step 1. You are able to edit this part.
Mm-hmm.
This is independent from the name of the course.
Mm-hmm.
The first time that you put the name of the course, the platform will try to duplicate this and
Mm-hmm.
it will replace the spaces with the dashes. But after the first time, if you edit this won't be edited automatically. You have to change this for the second and going on. So the point is that the difference between the magic links that a student has is the name of the course here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the part that makes the magic link a magic link. This is unique for each student,
Hmm.
regardless of the course. And I don't know if you have checked the articles for the magic links. There's also the possibility to do training magic links that are like magic links that redirect to a specific training. It is possible to do. There's not a direct way to do it, but you can do it by knowing how this works. So, for
Oh,
example, if I want to send this student to the Module 2 Training 2,
yeah.
this is the link. Well,
Ah,
I can just preview it actually. Preview, oops, I preview the model. Training 2, I say, preview training. So this is the link of the training.
uh-huh.
So the only thing that I have to do to this link is to add this at the end.
Right. Okay. You don't get rid of the trailing slash. The trailing slash stays there.
Yeah, it has to stay there. So this should redirect the student to the
Oh, cool.
specific training. Let me see if I did it correctly because I'm not sure, honestly, if I have to put this magic before the last test two or if I'm good here.
Oh, okay.
Uh, no, I was redirected correctly. Yeah, that's the way to do it. So it's basically just you can just grab the link of your course
Yeah.
and add this from the student magic link, and it will log them automatically and send them to any place.
Oh,
Actually, you can do this either for the forum if you want. Like, I
oh,
actually test this for a ticket, I think, in the past. So if I want to redirect them to the forum directly, like skipping the login, I
yeah.
can just add this at the end.
Right. It's missing the W.
The W?
Yeah, the W went to the next line
Oh,
because the end of
yeah,
that.
I think I deleted it. Okay, so if I access it, oh, I did it correctly. So this is a, how can I say it, curious thing about Google Docs. If I click it from here, it doesn't work. I don't know why. Yeah, but this is just in Google Docs. I can just copy the link and paste it in a new tab, and it works. So this redirects me to the forum of this student. It's not me, it's the test student. So it automatically skip all the login, and it's redirecting the student to the forum directly.
Okay.
So I build this by knowing how this part of the link works.
Okay. So if there's anything wrong, if I had a typo in the training part of the URL of the path and the domain was right, I would still get a 404 because it would just go to a page that doesn't exist, right?
Probably you would. Let's see.
Like,
It was more flexible than I think. That I thought.
oh,
Okay, it still redirected me to the course. So it looks like can override little typos, I think. For example, if I change it by another completely different thing, maybe it doesn't work anymore.
well, if you
Let
took
me
if you
change.
yeah, okay. If you if you if you change the actual course name section, would
Oh,
that?
yeah, you're right. So I'm going to change it for here. So I'm going to change.
Oh,
Okay,
it main
so
page.
what happened here is that the behavior is it will still log you in the account
Yeah,
because the magic ID is still correct.
yeah.
But since the name of the course is not correct and it won't find any course with that name, it will send you just to the marketplace of that site.
Got it. Um, you reminded me of another problem that I have, which is that when I go to, so I have a course in the forum all set up, and I put the link to the forum in the course navigation. But once I, as a test student, go over to the forum, I can't get back. There's no link to get back to the course from inside the forum. And as an administrator, I can't add any custom links either. So I'm stuck. I don't even remember how I get out of it inside the app. I'm like totally stuck.
Oh, inside the app. Okay, so inside the app, the how can I say it? The official way to go back to the course is through the sidebar.
But I didn't, I don't always have the sidebar. Let me see if I go to the forum. I go
So
to the
if you
forum.
go to the forum, you should have the three lines at the top left,
Yes.
and that should open the spaces in the forum, and in the left you should have the sidebar.
All I have is can you see it?
Oh, yeah, I
I don't
see.
have a sidebar for courses. I only have the sidebar for the forum and my profile. So I'm stuck
I
inside the,
see. So that the one that you're saying, are you using a test student, you say?
yeah, me,
Okay,
me,
so but you enrolled yourself as a student using a different email?
yes,
Okay, so uh, how many courses that test student has? Only one?
correct.
Okay, so question, in your account menu, if you go to the your school, do you have the community forum option enabled?
Good question. In my account. Oh, I go where in my account? To the,
Account and then your school. And at the bottom, you should see these three switches.
how come now I'm in my account? Oh, there it is. Account, my school. Oh, community forum is turned off. So I just turned it on.
Okay, so let me explain you why it's better to have it turned on. The reason of this is because right here, let me check where I'm in the forum. Okay, this can work, but I have too many courses, so this is not a good example. Um, okay, I can use this one and that's it. So right here in the left bar, if you have this option, this will display the sidebar for your account. The reason of this is because when a student only has one course,
Mhm.
the sidebar is not visible for them because they just have one course. But this can generate issues like that, like you're not being able to go back to the course because you don't see the sidebar.
Right.
So if you enable that community forum, you will see this blue button right here that says community, and that will force the app to show you the sidebar so you can click your course again.
So how long does it take to show in the app?
It takes between 15 and 20 minutes
Okay.
to like to make effective the turn on of the community forum, and therefore you should be able to see that option. You can just also refresh your um, like you can enter your forum in your computer and refresh, and when you see that option it means that in the phone it will be available too, or just wait 20 minutes, 25, something like that. um
What is
and
that button?
once I'm sorry.
Where does that button go?
What do you mean?
The blue button.
The what, sorry?
Where does the blue button go?
Oh, it's in the sidebar. It's the first option.
I
So
mean,
the point of
where does
this
it
option
go?
is to redirect to the forum directly.
To redirect to the forum?
Yeah.
Oh, this is not, but that's not the problem I'm having. The problem I'm having is once they're in the forum, they can't get back to the course.
Yes. So the point of this option is to make that there are more than one option in your sidebar, and
Oh,
therefore display it for any student, regardless if they have one course or two courses. Because just to clarify, if your test student, for example, right now, you enroll them to another course, since now they have two courses, they will see the sidebar without waiting for this. But that's not so. Um that's not the ideal because probably you'll have a lot of students that only have one courses, so it's a normal stuff like having only one course. So this is the way to like make them to see the option to go back to the course.
Got it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So regarding the magic link, do you have any question regarding this, or taking advantage that we are talking about magic links, does anyone else have questions about magic links?
Yeah, I
Christopher,
do.
I'm not sure if you had another question besides the one you put in the chat.
I have another question.
I'm
Okay,
completely satisfied. Thank you. But I will stay and report when it
perfect.
works.
Yeah, our
Excellent.
hands dropped, so Cynthia can go next, but then I'm next.
Okay.
But yeah, just on the magic link, I just wanted to clarify that when the magic link, because I'm dealing with kids, when they sign up, well, the parent, the kid gets their magic link, they're going to come in. Then as I add courses to their thing, it's just kind of like us going in. They're going to get in there and see them all, even though they came in with one course name. Or is that gonna, or is that first magic link a generic one that then they will be able to see whatever courses they come in on? But you just kind of said, well, it's got one name. I want them as I add a course and add a course. Would that original magic link work? I mean, it should work for all of them, right? So they can see all their courses.
Mm, okay, so if you put it like,
I mean,
let me
like
test
that
this.
expiring mini course. If I bring somebody in on an expiring mini course, well, then they're going to sign up
Yes.
for something else. That won't work. I mean, pick something that's the name of a course, like maybe your payroll for beginners. Somebody did
Okay.
that, and then you either gift them or they buy another course and another course because I'm going to let mine do add-ons, so that they might end up with 3 courses in there, and I want
Mhm.
them to be able to access all their courses, kind of like we do when we show up with our magic link. So, right? I mean,
Yes.
when they get their original magic link, are they going to be able to see all the courses from then on, even though their first magic link said something like payroll for beginners?
So each one of those courses will have their independent magic link, but they should see that it usually that magic link is included in the student welcome email.
Yeah, but
It
I don't
that
want them to
depends.
have a different magic link for every single course. Like us, we go in there and we can see all the courses that we have. I mean,
Oh,
I mean,
okay, I
can't we
see.
get a magic link and then you go in and you see, just like on your marketplace, how you've got the
Mm,
marketplace, we come in and there's this course, then you buy that course and buy that course and buy that course. So once they buy them, won't they still be able to get in with their original link and not have to, I can't have a separate link for every single course. That's that's not right. Yeah,
got
like
it.
that. See, somebody shows up here, they can do any course they want because they've already bought it. So from what you were just telling me, that each one of those is going to have their own magic link and they can't get in.
Yeah, okay. So the difference between this magic link that I've used just and the magic links of the different courses is that, for example, right here, what I did was to remove everything between the domain and the magic ID. So this magic link doesn't redirect to a course, to the forum, to a training, to anything. It redirects only to the marketplace.
Okay, but you guys, when somebody signs up for my first course, let's say they're going to do their, I've got a 30-day, let's say challenge that they're going to buy, and then they're going to go into, a longer, than a month-line course, and then or a 8-week course, whatever it is. I want them to be able to come in and then they can just add on and just keep using that same magic link. Is that not correct, or is that correct?
Okay. So if they are using the magic link, they can be redirected to your marketplace. Remember that you control what courses are showing in your marketplace. So, for example, if it's a new student that only has one course, um, and you um enroll them in a second course, that second course has to be in the marketplace too. But while they are not enrolled, they will see it like this.
Right. So, okay. So test course, that first one, the test, let's just say somebody bought the test and they got the magic link for test course, and that's going to be in the name. But then if they purchased and joined the gamified and they purchased the then they purchased the $10 5-day challenge, that same link will bring the test course magic link will bring them in here, but it'll also open up and it'll say access this course at the bottom of your 5-day challenge, correct?
Yes. For example, using this same link, uh, because right now this account is login and it says this is the marketplace. So if I go here to the students and this is August 15, but this is not here in the marketplace. So let's say it's gamified membership August 29th. So if I enroll this student in that course, really, it's not published. No, it's not published. Okay, this one. So I'm going to publish it right now.
Yeah. Course is live.
So now I should be able to enroll the student into that course. And if I refresh this, I will see access course
Yeah,
now.
okay, good. That's how. So as long as I put everything in my marketplace to begin with, which is good advertising for all my other courses,
Yeah,
that's
with
what
a
I
good
want to do. I want to
description,
make
they could
sure.
see like everything, every course and what it has. Yeah,
And once I keep adding courses, okay, so the marketplace, okay, the marketplace is going to help dictate, but they just keep that one magic link is all they need then from
correct,
then on.
correct,
Correct? Okay, great. All right, go on to Cynthia, then come back to me for my question. She was next.
perfect. Okay, Cynthia, you can go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
So let's see if I have time enough to get through the steps that I am trying to complete to launch my EMC.
Mhm.
I've created the welcome email. I've created 2 emails for students that complete the EMC, one for students that maybe take 1 or 2 of the training modules and don't finish. And I've created an email that I'd like to know how to automate so that I can encourage them to finish the course. And then I've also created an email for students that finish the 3 training courses, right?
Okay.
And congratulate them for completing it and offer them a discount if they sign up that first day. So those are 3 separate emails that I've created. They haven't been branded yet, but since I have a minute and I'm here, I thought maybe you can walk me through how to add the welcome email, add the emails, and create the triggers, which is what I guess a month ago I was on here, and I didn't fully grasp, but I figured I would go ahead and create the emails anyway in hopes to get help figuring out how to add them.
Got it. Okay, so if I understand correctly, you already have the email saved as a template?
I have them saved as a Word document.
Ah, okay, got it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, if you want, you can share your screen so we can do it in your course.
Okay. So this is an example of one of the emails. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be, this is the welcome email or it's a different one?
This is actually the email for the students that have completed the
Okay.
course.
Okay, that's
And I'll open up my, I'll open up my XP so you can see that.
Mhm.
And I think it's this one. No, it's this one.
Is that one?
Mm-hmm. This is it.
Okay. So right here you have to go to the step 5 where it says experience engine automations. And do you have any automation already created? Can you scroll down?
No, I don't believe so.
Well, there are, okay, these are the default ones of the template, I think.
Yes, they are the templates that were already there.
You got it. Okay, so you have like the first one that says start student welcome email, that this is the one usually used for the student welcome email.
Mm-hmm.
So can you click it?
Okay.
The first one, right there. Just click it and click in the who should go down this path. And these are the actions uh, from the welcome automation that it's by default in the Xperiencify mini course. So the first thing before moving on with the automation is that this automation is already set up to like sending another email after 2 days and after the another day suspend them and all that stuff, because the template by default is set up to like finish in 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you want it set up.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, in that case, the one that it says get ready for course name login details inside will be the welcome email. It's the first email that we receive when they join to the course, so you can click it.
So this is not the welcome email. This is welcome email.
Well, the one in the top is the automation that once it triggers, it will do all these steps.
Okay.
And this email that you are going to click is the first email that the student will receive. So click it and click to edit this email, open it up in our new editor. Right
Okay.
there.
I wanted to I didn't know if I should brand it first, like in Canva, or brand it here.
Okay. I would advise you to just do it here because
Okay.
just for in any case that maybe something you put in Canva doesn't get accepted here or something like that. So in the from field, right now it says your first name, your last name, that this will display the first name and last name that you have in your account. This is like um so when you receive an email in, let's say, Gmail, and you open it, you will see that the sender has their name, and then it has the email. So this is what the name will say, like in bold letters. So you can edit this if you want. By default is your first name, your last name, just to simplify it. But you can edit it if you want. This will automatically pull your first name and last name.
So I would want this to say from Coach Cynthia. So would I change it inside of these brackets?
No, you have to delete them because those brackets are called tokens, and the use of the tokens is like to pull information from the course or from the student. So if you want that it says something specifically, you have to type it.
And you change it
I can
here.
tell.
Okay.
Yes, and that's it. So the subject, it says welcome to course name, login details inside. As you can see, it says course name. So that is a token that will pull the course name. What does this mean? That when the student receives this email, the subject will say welcome to, and it will say I don't remember the name of your course, but it will say your course name.
Okay, so I don't touch this. Okay.
You can touch it if you want to, like the subject say something different. It's up to you. Right now it will say welcome to the name of the course, and it
Okay.
also will say login details inside. Maybe you can remove that parenthesis if you want, uh, however you want. So that
You
is
mean
just the subject.
you mean move this or delete this?
Yes, if you want, for example, you can delete that and just say welcome to course, and that's it. Or you can leave it right there. Right now it will say welcome to and your course name, and that's it.
Okay.
So right there is a template that is by default. You can remove this and paste the one you already have if you already type one, or you can like uh, adjust yours to this or vice versa, however you want. Because for example, right here you have a first name. That first name is also a token.
Mm-hmm.
It will automatically pulls the name of the student. Um, so talking about tokens, just so you know how them works, can you go to the email and place your mouse in any place? Yeah, let's say you're a few short days away from, and put your mouse right there, click it right there. You can type a slash. That's weird. Usually something happens with this. Okay. Uh, why you don't get a list? Let me check. You should receive a list.
A list.
Yeah, a list of tokens. So can you delete that slash and put the key instead? The key?
Put what?
Let me see. Uh, let me test it real quick because with the slash should work. Yeah, with the slash is working for me. Oh, okay. Can you delete the slash? Uh, click space, like to leave it as space, and now put the slash again. Yeah, that's it. That's the list. So these are the different tokens that you have that will pull the information from the student. Like as you can see, you can pull their first name, last name, email. You can grab the magic link from here. The course name will automatically be pulled. The password. Your first name is your first name. Your last name is your last name. The coach last name. It says school CO name is the name of your site. You can scroll down and you should see more, I think. Or you don't see, yeah. So you can pull these different things inside the email. But the most commonly used are the first name, the last name, probably the email, and the course name. The magic link are the most popular ones. The ones that say XP and that kind of stuff, not a lot of coaches use those.
Okay.
Uh, okay, so in this case, you can either remove all of this and use your own template and replace, because I imagine that in your template you have a place to put like the first name and the course name, and replace those parts with these tokens.
Oh,
So, for example, you can
okay.
delete everything of this, or you can delete just the first part, because if you see at the bottom, you have a part where you give the student their information.
Well, let's see where that is. Um, I can't get rid of this box, so it's covering some things.
You can click on the two arrows that are in opposite ways. That one.
Oh, okay. Okay,
For
so this
example, it
is
says,
mhm.
yes,
So this information is just the basic template for this welcome email. So, and it
correct,
looks like here it has information that would be used. So why would I want to delete
correct,
this?
exactly. So the last part of the template, it's usually already filled. Uh, for example, if you want to use this template, probably the fields that you have to replace by yourself manually is the one that says replace with benefit of mini course, because that's
Okay,
the benefit that you type.
right.
And everything else is like general. So unless you want to add it more, that's all that will be needed.
Okay. Okay, so then I would want to keep these fills. I mean, I'm okay with keeping it simple and maybe just adding a line or two from that email, but I'm not gonna delete all of this to insert my Word document here because this gives real clear instructions on what they can expect in the mini course. So I would just add to this. Now, how would I create a branded, email. And so all the emails kind of have the same heading on them and they have the same, they have the company name and they have the colors that are associated. How would I do that opposed to just sending a basic Word document in black type?
Okay, I see. So, let me see if you can like
Or should I, now that I'm here, should I take, well, I don't know if I copy some of this and add this to my Word document and then bring it back in, would that allow for these links to remain live? Does that make sense so that I can have the
That was
heading?
my question. Can we take all this, copy paste it, put it in Canva,
Yeah,
make it look pretty and bring it
and
back?
bring it back. Can we do that?
uh, I wouldn't recommend it
Oh,
because probably where you are going to edit this will have more formatting options than the XP builder. So
mm.
when you try to copy it back, maybe some of the formatting get lost.
Okay. So then would I just use, how would I, let's see, how would I upload my logo then? So at least I have that in the email. Is there a way to do that?
So if you want to add, for example, like a headline, like you said, or a footer or something like a signature,
Mm-hmm.
you can add a new row. So right there
Okay.
in that part, if you can see, you have a plus sign at the top and at the bottom.
I see it.
So if you go to
I
the bottom
saw it.
one,
Oh, it goes
that
away.
you have to round the square.
Round this one?
Oh, it's
Hmm.
disappearing for you. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, it is. I,
Okay.
s- I see it, but when I go to it, it goes away.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, just give me a moment. In that case. Okay, and if you click it,
Click
I
what?
mean, like, click right there, click. Mhm. And then you should be able to, yeah, okay. So click that no content here, drag content from right, click it, and click add content.
Oh,
So
yes,
you
so you can
can,
add a banner there, right?
I'm
yeah, you
sorry, what?
can Click on heading or image at the right, depending on what you want to add.
Oh, it's dancing.
Can you click it or you need to drag it?
I don't know. It says drag on canvas, so I haven't chosen the image yet, so
And then no, you gotta drag it over there first.
oh.
Then it'll ask you what kind of image.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
can add the
Well,
logo
I
there.
think
Okay, so
that's what I thought it did.
will it open up? Yes, okay,
You
got
can
it.
upload an image further.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'll leave that and I'll do that later. Okay, so I understand that I have to do all the editing here. So I'll do that as well. And let's say I finish this and I'm now ready to um, create the trigger.
Mhm.
I guess I would do the same thing for the footer as well if I wanted to have space at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're inquiring now about the trigger, right?
Yes, let's say this was complete.
Okay. So if this is complete, you just click save and close at the top. And if you see where it says start student welcome email when if added to course, it says change starting trigger.
Okay.
So right now, the trigger is added to course.
Okay.
It says starting trigger added to course. This means that this automation will be triggered when the student gets enrolled. Like if they are in the order form where they pay and then get redirected to the home course page, they will trigger this. And what will happen? They will get that first email that you just edited.
Okay.
So this is the trigger. If you click added to course, you will see the different triggers. Can you click it?
Add to course. Let's
Added
see.
to course. Yeah, it says starting trigger, added to course. It's in the middle. That one. So these are the different triggers that exist in XP. It's the first login, the student logs in after extended period, the no login for X time that is usually used like for student rescue emails. You have the most used one, the tag added. You can scroll down more,
Oh,
not so much. Okay, and you have this batch added, training started, training released, training completed, model completed, course completed. So just to clarify about what completed means, when it says model completed, it means that the student has checked all the actions within one module.
okay.
When it says course completed, it means that the student has checked all the actions within the whole course.
Okay. Okay.
Where it says training completed, it means that the student has checked all the actions within one training. For example, if you select training completed, you will be requested to select which training they need to complete to trigger this. Can you open again the triggers? Yeah, right there. The left one. And scroll down. Uh, yeah, you scroll until the daytime. Yeah, that one. Okay, so there's also a trigger for future date and time. That this is used when you want that this trigger, well, this automation starts on a specific day at a specific hour. Just to clarify about this one, the time that you set up this, can you select it, the future date and time? Yeah. So as you can see here, you can select the date and the time. The time will be based on your account time zone. So if your account is in Eastern time and you put 9 a.m., This automation will be triggered at 9 a.m. Eastern time, no matter which
Ah,
time zone your student have. It will start at your 9 a.m. Eastern time.
so
This
for each
depends on the coach time zone.
so for
Sure.
each email, I have to come here. For each email, I have to come here and set all of these for each individual email. This just being the welcome one.
Uh, mm, Technically, not necessarily the emails, but the automations. If you have the emails in different automations, then yes, you have to set this for each of the automations.
Okay, and so as
For
students,
example, this automation can have more than one email, for example. So can you go back to the triggers in the future date and time? Mhm. And you can scroll down until the bottom. Keep going. Okay. And finally, you have the added to course. That is the trigger that it was by default in here. You have the automation earn points. That is triggered when a student reach a specific amount of points that you want. And you have the countdown time remaining. That this is used when you have a countdown in your course and
mhm,
the time has already ended.
mhm.
But you can use as an alternative the delay timers in the automations for this. Is just another way to do it. So,
All right,
uh,
Jesus, I realize that I probably won't remember each one of these steps for each email. I'm going to try to come back and re-listen, but is there, I'm really
Yeah,
trying to
there's
get
lots
this.
of trainings. It's all in there. It tells you step by step how to
What I
do.
what I what I want to know, is there a checklist so that I don't have to go through first find the training that it might have on this and then go through everybody talking through, the questions that they have. Is there a checklist that I can actually follow to get this done once and for all?
okay. Um,
Well, I was just saying inside there's specific trainings of how to set this up. That's not one of these live calls. It's all specific trainings.
And
Or maybe you
the
could show her where those are.
yeah, I don't think there's an like uh a checklist like to avoid all the talking. But I can let me see. I've just updated an article in the database recently last week
Mhm.
because actually the expiring mini course template article was outdated. Uh, for those one who didn't know, well, the expiring mini course was outdated. So if you go to the new articles section, see, I'm going to share my screen if you don't mind.
Okay, let me stop sharing mine because
Sure.
I know the only way I'm going to be able to get this course out there is to be able to reference what you just said and shared.
Sure. So I'm going to, I think it should be this one. Yeah.
Okay.
So this article was updated, and the part that it was updated here in this article is this link
Okay.
where it says a bunch of bonuses. Mm, 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 mm. So right here, these two last recordings, it's a full
Oh,
training about how to set up your mini course.
okay. So how do I get here?
So the link of the article, I'm going to how can I see the chapter right here? This is the link of the article,
Okay.
and once there, you have to click on a bunch of bonuses.
Okay.
And right there, you should be able to see these two videos. These two videos were set up to like teach you how to do your EMC like from scratch, like explaining every detail inside the Xpire mini course template. This is the most updated one. So if
So
you
this is from start to finish how to create and launch your mini course.
correct. So in
Okay.
your particular case, if you are wanting to like set up the automations, I will advise you to like skip to the session number 2 directly, because the session number 1 is for the course name, the pricing, the course content, and the session 2 is the one that covers the automations.
Got it. Okay.
But you can
Thank you
review
so
both
much.
if you want, like if you think you missed something where while you were setting up all the above stuff,
I
you can
will.
watch both.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jesus.
You're very welcome. Um, So before wrapping up the meeting, if you want to, we can go to your question that you say you have before wrapping up the meeting.
Yeah, I'll just be quick on that, but that's great because I've got the expiring minute course, so I did not see those updates. So I'm gonna go watch that. But the lead magnet one, what I wanted to do was to, I mean, and you could just tell me best practices for that is, you know, take some old lead magnets that I've got that, like you said, they're those kind of things aren't converting that well, just those PDF things, and then plugging it into the new stuff that's going on. Did you disappear? Um, you know, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, your face disappeared.
Yeah, I noticed.
So or you know, show the page there on that. Is there any updates, I guess, on that one? And then what again, best practices, because mine are all like in designer and all that, or what's the best way to bring, you know, to bring that in so I can gamify what I've got. And is there an AI component to that one as well? I do need to go in there, watch your trainings on it, but I was just a quick question on, you know, best practices for doing that. Like the expiring mini course, you know, we can use AI to help us do that. On the lead magnet one, you know, what do I do with it in an existing one that I want to bring in and gamify? Just best practices for that. Or what would you
Okay.
suggest? Kind of start over and feed it enough because, you know, that's the only part with the expiring mini course is I want to tell it more stuff that I want to put in there, you know, so I've got, you know, because it's like, no, that's not exactly right. You know, I want to, you know, focus on this. So anyway, just what would you say to do that for the lead magnet one?
I see. Okay. Mm, so just to make sure that I understood, uh, you think you need to put more stuff in your mini course that you have right now?
No, I just have a bunch of the expiring mini course is fine. I just have a bunch of lead magnets that I'd like to gamify in that section. So what's you know, start over and let it do its thing, or you know, how to bring in my stuff that I've put into designer, or I may have to strip out the formatting because you know, once it's a designer, it's got all this formatting, just get down to the basic PDF, let's say, that went into designer, and then get that into the lead magnet, the gamified lead magnet is what I'm looking at.
Okay. I think I understand. Uh, when you say that there's already a lead magnet right there, are you talking about the
Well, just your template for
automations?
the gamified lead magnet. Was there
Let me
any updates
see.
on that?
No, for that template there was not any
Okay,
updates yet.
all right.
Yep. What was the question?
Well, that was one of the questions, yeah. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
still, okay.
But your other question was about that template.
Well,
or
about
not.
just best practices for me to be able to bring in my information, you know, to gamify it and, and or, let AI kind of generate it. I've already got
Okay.
existing lead magnets. So what's the best way to use your gamified lead magnet template? Guess that's the question.
Oh, okay. So, let me see. I just want to confirm this because if I'm honest with you, the most popular templates that I've used, even when testing, is either the Xperia mini course or the 5 day, 10-day challenge or the gamified
Okay.
membership. Those are the type of courses that I use because I think that the gamified lead magnet um, doesn't have too much uh, like
So I could turn my
built.
lead magnet into an expiring mini course, is what you're saying. Might be a better option.
Yes, you
Okay.
can do that because, for example, I'm seeing here that the only difference between the gamified lead magnet is that um, well, the main difference is that this doesn't expire and it
Yeah, there's
sent
not a lot of
them,
differences. So,
yeah, it sent them an email and then wait 7 days and then send them checking in. But as far as I'm seeing, this is the only difference, like in the automations, between the expiring mini course and the gamified lead magnet, because in both courses will be the same. The course content you have to upload it by your own anyway. So I'm trying to see
okay.
if there is more difference, but that's the only difference that I'm seeing right now. Maybe the design of the course pages, uh, but at the end it will be how you want it to look. So it's not a difference between the course templates.
Yeah, I guess I don't care. So yeah, the expiring mini course and the 5 day challenges are really working now. I could just look at those and do one or the other, I guess kind of test that for, with different subjects in mind and see how, because like you said, you can take the same material that's in a lead magnet and put it into either one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Okay.
the like kind of advantage of the expiring mini course is like they'll have like a mini pressure of having to complete it. Because with the lead magnet, since it doesn't expire, if they end it like in 1 month, maybe they just don't want to sign because they already forgot what they say or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like the mini course and the 5 day are like more engaging than the gamified lead magnet template. But just to clarify, as I said, you can customize the gamified lead magnet to even do something better than the experiment mini course, because it's up to you how you want to customize it.
Right. So maybe if I need an evergreen type of thing to bring somebody in to a certain program or course that might be evergreen, then I could use that. But like you said, as I can have the scarcity and all the other stuff built into it, like the expiring mini course.
Correct.
Okay, that was all. Then I won't mess with it. I'll just go on and look. I haven't looked at the 5 day challenge. Been through some of the 5 day challenges, but not, I haven't really focused on that. More the expiring mini course. So, all right, thanks.
You're welcome. Perfect. Uh, okay, so I just want to check in with Christopher. You asked something in the chat. I just want to clarify that uh, your question was addressed, or if you have any question at this moment.
Um, I was a bit distracted and multitasking. Sorry.
Don't worry.
While you were doing the email section, it used to be that you can generate images. Um, then it was disabled. Is it back up?
The image generator, you were able to do it in the email builder, or you were using the, for example, the EMC generator to do
Oh,
that?
the email builder. One of the things was a image generator in the email builder.
Okay, got it. Um, Let me see. Um, yeah, I think it's not here anymore, but I can check that and send you an email to confirm if you want. I would just need to let me your email in the chat, and I can follow up with you.
Okay, sure.
I just need to check this with the team just to see if the tool exists again or if it was removed and there's plan to bring it back or not.
Yeah, you'll see my comment in the EMC. It's horrible for anything I'm trying to do. I can't make it do anything. So I'm turning it off from now on because it's just distracting.
Okay, got it. Okay, perfect. Uh, in that case, thank you very much for joining today. Uh, as you know, and as I will say, there's another office hours meeting tomorrow with Rachel. So if you have more questions, like through the day and tomorrow, you can join tomorrow office hours. And if you have any other question, you can always like drop an email to support@experiencify.com, and we'll be happy to help you. Okay. So thank you for joining today. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, everybody.